Hey everyone, it's Alisha Brashe here at New Earth Children Cosmic Gateway. This is the very first round of Divine Partnership Intuitive Guidance readings that I'll be offering, and this will be for the moon cycle between the full moon in Virgo happening on the 10th of March through to the new moon in Aries, which is on the 24th, so just after equinox. So this is the intuitive guidance for card B. So these have been a bit of a work in progress. But the symbolism of this card and what came through as I was creating it and painting it was inward reflection on both parts, so the masculine and the feminine, almost standing back to back away from each other as they go on this journey of inward motion and reflection, refinement, being able to stand still away from one another to be able to look deeper within. So there's a lot of healing and growth that comes around at this time, and there's a lot of supportive influences and energies that do support that going within for both, even though they may not be in contact, maybe they may be physically separated. There is that connection that still bonds them, even though they're going through their own inner world, inner process. So the cards that have come out on the right side, on the masculine side, going down, we've got the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and we've got the Two of Pentacles. So the way that I've kind of pulled these cards in reading them is the top, the Seven of Wands, is the higher self or the higher energies, the governing force. The lower is the physical manifestation, and obviously the center card is the bridging or the how to get to those energies or to bring it into physical manifestation. So in the Seven of Wands, that card speaks very much about standing in truth, standing in light, rising up to meet obstacles, and looking at what's not working, look at what hasn't worked in the past. So there's a lot of revision going on. That's the word I was looking for before. A lot of revision and a lot of reflection. And as I sort of tap into that card, I almost feel like the higher self is giving a gift of being able to give visions and memories back in this masculine energy, to be able to look at things from a different perspective, and by that giving a chance or opportunity to be able to move in different pathways than what has been before. The bottom of the card with the Two of Pentacles brings in a lot more stability and balance. You can see we've got the moon and the sun that's surrounded by the serpent energy. So this card talks about, being able to obviously balance the masculine and feminine energies. But it brings almost, I feel like a sigh of relief when I look at that card. It feels like things are more harmonious and centered and balanced, which gives ultimate clarity in how to kind of progress forward in the material way of life. So in finances, in projects, in business opportunities, it's being able to open up to what potentially was always there, but it wasn't necessarily seen or shown, because the conjoining energies that we've got is the Eight of Swords, which is a very conflicting, very much caught up in the mind energy. So, this almost things like on a repeating pattern, on a mental loop. And it's about re-evaluating agendas or things, situations pertaining to the past that haven't gone to plan, and feeling stagnant, feeling like things aren't being progressed moving forward. And that's purely from this energy imbalance that's going on, and the revision. So it's, everything serves a purpose, ultimately. So it feels like this insight and guidance that's kind of being cast a light on from the higher realms, from the higher self, is being able to go through this reevaluation and revisiting circumstances and events, to be able to cut through the mental confusion and stagnant energy, to be able to bring forward more balance and harmony within that masculine energy, is what is coming through. If we flip over onto the feminine side, at the top we have the Ace of Cups, at the bottom we have the Prince of Pentacles, and then in the center we have the Sun card, which is absolutely stunning. So the higher dimensional aspect really talks about connecting in with a new cycle in terms of emotional fulfillment and stability, and really being able to connect with the divine light of source within. What I want to say in these cards is that there's this need of disconnect and pulling away, because there's a lot of mental conflict and confusion in one side. The other side needs to go within to find that purity of emotional fulfillment through the connection directly with source, is what I'm feeling with that card. And that's what's going to then start to filter into the physical world. At the bottom, we've got the Prince of Pentacles, which talks about getting the job done and forging forward in terms of what is priority, what is needed, not necessarily from an emotional standpoint, but looking at the physical reality and getting the job done, moving in a direction that's ultimately going to bring in more fulfilling circumstances, but it's focusing on the task at hand. And then the bridging energies we've got is the Sun card, which is absolutely stunning. I love the image of this card. We've got the two children that are bringing through the rose. So there's a lot of energy with Mother Mary coming through there. So it could be the connection to newer children that you might have, in physical or non-physical, that are kind of helping bring that stability, or bringing the focus to the task at hand. And through this divine connection with source is helping to bring that connection in a lot stronger. The joining energies that we've got going on, at the top here we've got the Prince of Swords. So this is kind of like, I see this as the no nonsense card. This is very much cutting through the illusions of conflict in communication and being able to speak a higher truth. So it feels like through this connection and joining energies connection, this higher truth is wanting to come through. Interestingly enough, the center card is honesty. So the energy of honesty supports our choices to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. So overall supporting energies are that sense of honesty and truth and communication. If you look at all the blue that's coming through, that seems to be at the forefront of this reading. And then beautifully at the bottom we've got the Aeon card, and then we've got the Ten of Cups. So I was trying to pull one card and two wanted to come through. So when we look at that, the Aeon card, obviously that we've got the Phoenix rising from the ashes, and we've got all that sort of cosmic energy and force and life force. Almost if you look at it deeper, there's the image of the eye, there's the stars. I almost feel like a really cosmic connection in this reading, that's sort of the governing force that's bringing forth the evaluation of the ascension process for humanity, for the individual, and how this partnership creates that ripple effect, whether it's through acts of service or whether that's energetical, and potentially both. And so we've got, combined with the Ten of Cups, is obviously that ultimate fulfillment emotionally, stability, home, family, balance and harmony, and completing a cycle in relationships. So really beautiful energies that are coming through. I'm going to do a guided process to help support this energy and this reading, to help the connection and to bring through that honest, clear, transparent communication, which it feels like that's really what wants to come through. Obviously, if you would like a more personalized guided message or energy work, I do a number of sessions in terms of divine partnership. This is the predominant part of my work and has been for many years. So if you would like something like that, I'll put the details in the description box below. But until next time, have a fantastic fortnight, and I will connect with you soon. Much love. Bye.